Alright guys, so this is my weed eater that I currently use. It's a Echo, what is it? I believe a 230. Double check that number. It's on here. Where are you? There we go. Yeah, the SRM 230. I think I either bought this from a pawn shop or Home Depot. Yeah, Home Depot. One of the two. But I believe I paid like 200 or no, 100 and some bucks. It was on actually on sale, surprisingly. But it's been working pretty fine for me. It's worked better than any any other weed eater I bought last year. This one hold on the longest, and it actually still works. It's still operational. But what I did was I was having issues with it. Um, Somehow this my cover disappeared for my air filter, so it started to idle weird, but it still cranks up and it works. I've had issues where this where is it, this thing here, it popped out the hole and I was leaking gas at one point, but it's still operational. It get me over the curve, but the only thing I feel that it lack is power. um, that's the only thing that I see that lack. What I like about it the most is this handle. Compared to all the other handles I've had, this is the most comfortable handle that I've used. You see guys, it has where the buttons disappeared, so I keep it on the on position. Just little things that I can critique to get this thing back running. But in the meantime, I kind of just been rolling with it. This right here is the speed feed head, speed feed 400. It loads up to 20 feet of string. Currently I have a 0.95. I think I bought some string from Stihl, a spool, and I won't be running out anytime soon, but pretty durable and it works well for me. But I don't use any other heads. That's the best head I've used for a trimmer. I'm gonna put it on any weed eater that I use. But anywho, yeah, this is my weed eater. So I made an upgrade recently because it was time. This is considered a residential model. It's not commercial grade. This is a homeowner weed eater as it's considered, but it's been working pretty great for me. I am gonna put some money into it, fix the little button there, and make sure I get the cover and stuff, and probably get everything cleaned up, clean out the carburetor so it's running efficiently. Any other weed eater I get, it has to have that handle. I don't That's a comfortable handle compared to all the other stihls, the other Echoes I have. That one is the most comfortable handle. So I'm gonna probably reach out to the Echo dealer and order another handle like that, just so I can put it on the new equipment that I purchased. So without further ado, let's see what I upgraded to. Alright guys, yep, you see it, here it is. I upgraded to a FS94R stihl. Of course, the main reason I upgraded to stihl product is because the continuity sake. Of course, the dealer support. There's a ton of dealers around here. Almost every commercial dealer around here that sells zero turns, they carry stihl. There's only two dealers that carry Echo, and that's a little bit of a problem. And sometimes they don't have Echo parts in stock. They have to order them. So I can go to almost 6 different dealers and find stihl, and within less than 20 minutes away from my house. Echo, however, is like about 30 minutes away, 30 to 45 minutes away, and it's only 2 of them in this area. So that was one of the reasons I moved over. The second reason was power. I needed a little bit more power. I feel like that sometimes this thing chokes up and I can't cut what I need to cut. but for the most part, it did what it needed to do. It really depended on the strategy I used to cut. As you notice, I did take off the guard on this one just because I like to be able to free swing the string, not to stress out the motor or anything, but I just feel like it works better when I take it off. I'm pretty good at leveling the head of the trimmer to cut it, get an even cut in certain areas. But I was thinking about doing that with this as well, being that it's brand new. I'm gonna spare it for this time being. It's been working great for me. I've already put it to use. Unlike that head trimmer that I just purchased, I haven't even used it yet. It's brand new. But this FS94, it what I liked about it for the most part, the reason I bought it was the power. It's strong. Stihl is known for having the right powered equipment. Um, and for the most part, I've used it for probably 3 days this week, and it seemed like it worked pretty well. I think I'm gonna like it, but I do want to convert some things. For instance, I hate the handle on it. I don't like the handle. It's not as comfortable as that one. That is a cushion, and what I can compare with these two as of right now is this one is this 94R is actually lighter than the Echo. This is around 10 pounds, and this one's a little, I think it's 10 pounds as well, but it's a little bit less than that one. So I think what'll make me love this one even more is if I get this handle and swap it over to here, and when I take this stock head off and put the speed feed head on. This right here saves me time. So with the speed feed head, typically when I run out of string on here, you have to pull the head off, spool it around or whatever, and get it locked in. Take probably 2 minutes to do it. But with this one, however, I can have excess string in my back pocket, and all I have to do is stick it straight through the other side and pull both of the strings out, pull them out and level them. I pretty much make sure they're even so one side doesn't run out before the other. And then all I have to do is spin that head. You spin the head and it'll tighten everything into place. And that takes, I would say, a minute. That takes 2 minutes. It saves a minute. But hey, when you're trying to run efficient, you're trying to save time, you want to lean towards what works best. And that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I don't see myself going with any other heads besides the Speed Feed 400 head. You can pick these up from Home Depot, and they cost $30. But what I've really recently noticed, you can also, usually people bump these on the ground. You bump these on the ground, but if somebody don't know what they're doing and they're bumping it on concrete, of course it put wear on it faster to the point where it will be a hole that it eventually comes in this space. But if they're using it correctly and they're bumping it on grass, it lasts a fair amount of time. But when this head breaks, when this breaks right here, you can actually just replace this front part without having to go spend $30 again at Home Depot to get another speed feed head. I think you can find them slightly cheaper on Amazon, but for the most part, you can buy these heads right here, just the front part, from Home Depot for $16. But online they're cheaper. They're like $10. You can spend, I find them for like less than $10, and they last for a great amount of time. I think I might get 5 of them for this season, and I'll be able to roll through the full season of just with 5 heads. But my plan is to actually have two weed eaters, of course. I haven't decided if I'm going to get rid of this one and get another stihl, get rid of the Echo and get 2 stihls. But for the time being, I am going to change this and put one on there because I have a spare. I'm going to put one on there, and I'm going to order another handle and put it on there just so I can have that comfort. But it seemed like I like it thus far. Stihl and Echo, they're top 2 brands in my area, and I'm just going to continue to try to convert all of my gear over to Stihl. One thing that I may not change over just because I like it so much is my backpack blower. I'm considering upgrading and getting that 8010 Echo 8010, but for continuity's sake, why would I have Stihl and Echo when I should just be running with one? So I need to decide if I'm going to get the BR 800 or the Echo 8010. Those are pretty much the two powerful ones on the market. I believe also, if I'm not mistaken, Shindawa or Red Max, they have some powerful blowers as well. But the notable ones that's been getting a lot of the attention lately is the BR 800 and the Echo 8010. So that's pretty much what I'll be making my decision on next within the season, because I am having some technical difficulties with my backpack blower. That's one right there. That's a Husqvarna a friend gave me, but I believe I have my, yeah, here it is, my PB770 on the back of the truck, and that's pretty much my go-to from day to day. But that's all I got, guys. I just wanted to share that I did get a new weed eater. Okay, so I have a new weed eater and I have a new hedge trimmer. This I purchased first, that I purchased second, and now I just need an extra hand so I can put both of these weed eaters to use, or I'll be using one for a backup. I'm gonna keep this Echo for a backup until I upgrade and get another weed eater. But I don't think it's necessary for me to upgrade and get another weed eater right now, being that I have to. Just that. Get one now. If I have it, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my thought process. This one right here is gonna solve my problem to where I don't lack anything I need to trim, string trim, and this right here is gonna be the backup because I know it can still get the job done. Only thing I was missing was, a little bit of power, But all I got, guys. I just wanted to share that I did purchase a new weed eater. And as you continue to grow your business, make sure you reinvest in your business so you make your days go smoother.